Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel for yet another installment in the library tour. We are making some steam today. So I've got a shelf over here that's got 4 shelves on it. And today brings us to an end of that, so we will be starting. I've pulled a couple of books off of that one there. And what I went ahead and did is I pulled the next 12 instead of 10, because that gets us to the end of the Gordon R. Dickson. I figured we saw a couple of his that I couldn't really talk about last time because they were all part of the child cycle. And we're going to kick off with yet another one from the child cycle. Young Bless. Lace. Lease. Sure. But from there, I think the rest of these are safe to talk about. So let's see what we've got. And, let me know which of these Dicksons, if you've read any of them, are worth my time. Or which ones call out to you? Which ones sound interesting to you? So we have Ancient, My Enemy, which I still really want to read. I think this is probably going to be the first Dickson I read, unless somebody else gives me a strong recommendation somewhere else, because I love that cover. It sounds great. And we're going to read the back of it and see if that matches up. So the award-winning and much honored Gordon R. Dickson has selected 9 of his finest tales in this book. Okay. Collection. Here are stories of interstellar exploration, of adventure at the dawn of starflight and at the ultimate end of starflight, of man versus machine, of man versus nature, and of man versus the cosmos. If you like science fiction, it will be impossible not to find among these tales several that will prove to be as memorable and fantasy experience as any you will ever read again. Such is the skill and imagination of Gordon R. Dickson, one of the real giants of the science fiction world. Okay, that actually seems like it should be confirmed as a pretty good place to start with him. 9 short stories, reasonably sized book, and give me a sampling of what this guy can do, at least in short form, before we dive into some of the longer ones. So next we have None But Man. Border warfare on the Pleiades. The Pleiades planets, the last outpost of the human frontier, has become an interstellar hotbed. The unhuman Moldog ambassador to the Tri-Worlds Council warned that the Pleiades belong to the aliens, and that the Moldog are ready to attack the whole human race if the frontier is not evacuated immediately. Would the diplomats of the old world sacrifice the border colonies in a panic attempt to avert galactical war? If so, one frontiersman was prepared to wage a guerrilla war all on his own. We have In Iron Years, the work of a master. It says that Hugo winner, Nebula winner, author of the classic Dorsey novels of the child cycle, Gordon R. Dickson is without doubt one of the finest authors in this field has ever produced. Now, for the first time in paperback, here is a collection of stories spanning nearly 2 decades in the career of a man Omni magazine has called the model of the committed writer. Things which are Caesar's, humanity awaited a sign from the Almighty, but what sign could he expect from man? Homecoming, mankind could spread to the stars, but there was no knowing if the world of their birth would ever take them back. In Iron Years, to be human means to survive, but to survive for something. And more. Great fiction by this year's Hugo and Nebula nominee. So there you go. We have Invaders. Cool little cover there. No planet is safe. Anytime, any place, Earth, the moon, and the far reaches of the solar system, or somewhere out among the stars. No planet is safe, because no one knows how clever or powerful the enemy may be. But danger lurks not only without. Invasions can be launched from within, by those one thought one's own. These will be deadliest of all. Those who lead us away from the earth will be only the first to face the danger. But the universe is a fine thing and worth fighting for. Okay. We have The Far Call. Jens Wiley would never leave Earth, but his heart was with the brave men and women of the first Mars expedition, enchanted by the siren song of the stars. As U.S. Undersecretary of Space, he thought he could share some small part of that bold adventure, but as the mission progressed, Jens saw the sure signs of imminent disaster, a mission failure that could bring Earth's space program to a halt. He knew that he must risk his future, and maybe even his life, to keep humanity on the road to the stars. The only question was whether he had the courage to do it. Okay. That sounds okay. This is 2 novels in one, Alien Art and Arcturus Landing. So Alien Art, it happens on every frontier planet. Just as the settlers begin to create a world worth having, the big corporations come in to take anything they can get. But not this time, thanks to an ignorant backwoodsman and his unlikely alien friend, an artistic swamp otter, ... Okay, so his alien friend is an artistic swamp otter. Cool. Arcturus Landing. Man has been quarantined on Earth by the Galactic Federation, whose rulers are very clear on one point. No civilization shall be allowed to travel into space until it has reached a level of technological sophistication high enough to produce a faster-than-light starship. Every scientist on Earth is working against time to crack the mystery and win the freedom of the stars, but they cannot know that they are also working against sabotage. That one sounds pretty good. All right, we got 5 more to go. So we have the Pritcher Mass. Earth was finished after a strange and horrible fungal growth had irrevocably contaminated the planet. Humanity's only hope lay out in the farthest reaches of the solar system, where the incredible Pritcher Mass searched psychic wavelengths for living worlds. If one were found in time, a saving remnant of the race might achieve a new beginning, but something of Earth, some ancient evil, seemed bent on the destruction of the mass. The Outposter. Almost missed the in there. Outposter. Formula for revenge. Take one high-spirited little boy. Kill his family before his eyes. Allow him to escape. Give him time to grow up. You're in trouble. The Outposter. That sounds legitimately Garbogusty. I think Criminali would approve. Mission to Universe. Flight to treason. General Benjamin Shore was heading for the stars under forged orders and in defiance of the commands of the president. He was leaving Earth in an untested ship with a crew chosen by necessity and with nothing but faith to guide him. His only hope was to find habitable worlds in the unexplored reaches of the space ahead. Thus began man's first mission to the uncharted universe. Shore had no illusions. Before him lay danger, probable disappointment, even death, but nothing had prepared him for the nightmare he would have to face on the planet of the Grey Furs, for the menace of the Golden People who had driven all other races from Galactic Center, or for what awaited him if he returned to the world he called home. So there we go. We see some of those Grey Furs there. Kind of llama-like, maybe? We have Masters of Everon. So we have gigantic cats. Maybe not quite so gigantic, but definitely looks like they'll have a presence in here. Who are the Masters of Everon? Masters of Everon announces the brass plate on the door of the original Everon colonist corporate headquarters, but somehow Everon resisted all their efforts. It was as if the planet itself fought against human efforts to establish a foothold. Some settlers want to return the favor, wrecking Everon's ecology and revenge, but Jeff Raboni loves the great cat-like Malots of Everon and the planet itself. He believes that settlers and the planet can coexist. Now, time is running out, and even the hints that Jeff has uncovered are not enough to prepare him for the incomprehensible strangeness and wonders of the true Masters of Everon. So, last, but certainly not least, the man, the world's rejected. Space exploration, an infinite number of possibilities, from the Apollo project to the rejection of Mother Earth by a hostile galactic community. How will man adjust to the rigors of space and the tempest of alien interaction? Can he adjust, and if so, at what cost? The universe is boundless, and man, the ever-seeking, must find and secure his place in the infinite vastness, or forever be the man the world's rejected. Okay, there we go. We got lots of Dixon to explore. No shortage. Clark is another that I've explored nothing of. We saw him a couple tours ago. There's plenty more to come that I've got a decent number of books by and have barely scratched the surface on, or have not even started on. So stay tuned. Next we will, we'll have some Dostoevsky, we'll have some Doyle. Yeah, we might even get into some Ellison. So thank you. I will catch you next time.